The Wicked for Good press tour has officially gone from Hollywood cringe to what in the Oz-flavored fever dream is happening right now. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are skipping interviews, melting down over helicopters, touching each other like they're in a supernatural romance novel, and Universal has apparently slammed the giant glittery stops button on the tour. This press tour isn't just weird anymore, it's wicked weird. Roll that intro. What's up, everyone? This is the Critical Nerd, and if you thought the first Wicked press tour was cringe, and it absolutely was weapons-grade cringe, well, buckle up, because somehow Wicked for Good is managing to be even more bizarre, despite the fact they're barely doing any press at all. This movie hits theaters tomorrow, November 21st, and love it or hate it, this thing is going to print money. Yeah, it's going to print some money. Early projections say $200 million plus opening weekend, potentially outpacing the first film's massive $750 million plus global run. But with great success comes whatever this is, a press tour so strange it's split into the internet into two factions. Team Universal shut them down to stop the cringe versus Team nah, they're just genuinely this weird. And after reviewing everything, yeah, I can say I'm firmly on team they're just that weird. Let me show you why. Just hours before the New York City premiere, Universal sent media an announcement. And I quote, "Cynthia is not feeling well and has lost her voice. Therefore, she and Ariana will not be doing interviews this evening." Losing her voice? Well, I can see that. That's totally normal on a global press tour. Somebody needs to get her some lemon tea. Just saying. They've been in Sao Paulo, Paris, London, Singapore, New York, repeating the same questions nonstop. But then comes the insane part. Ariana decided she wouldn't be doing interviews either. In solidarity. Yeah, you heard me right. In solidarity. Now imagine telling your boss, "Steve called in sick today, so out of solidarity, I will not be coming in either." Or a football team saying, "The quarterback sprained his ankle, so the entire defense refuses to play." This makes no sense, unless these two have become such a fused Broadway soul bond that they can't function unless they're physically within aura reading distance of one another. Then people online started shouting, "Universal shut them down. They don't want another disaster." But here's the thing everyone keeps forgetting. The first press tour wasn't a disaster. It was cringy, yeah. But the movie made $750 million. The fan base, women, theater kids, LGBTQ fans, they all loved it. So why would Universal stop something that worked? And then came the clips. Oh, the clips. The helicopter meltdown. During an outdoor interview, a helicopter flew overhead, normal stuff. And these two reacted like Black Hawk Down 2 had just begun. Cynthia buried her face like she'd received tragic news. Ariana literally waved the helicopter away like she was performing witchcraft. "Not the time, helicopter. Get out of here. Go away. Shoo." Helicopters don't care, Ariana. They're helicopters. Then you have the aura reading. Then they got asked about their auras. Instead of laughing it off, they responded like someone had asked them their wedding vows. Ariana. Cynthia's aura is yellow and also purple. Cynthia. Ariana's is seal blue with sunset orange. Hey, no joke. They nearly cried from the emotional weight of describing each other's imagery force fields. Or imaginary force fields. Sorry, imagery, imaginary. You guys get the drift. But nothing beats the constant touching. Yeah, the touching. Every interview looks like a scene from a supernatural romance. You have holding hands, clutching arms, stroking shoulders, fixing jewelry, grabbing fingers, lingering touches that last just a little bit too long. There's one clip where Cynthia fixes Ariana's necklace, which, by the way, didn't need fixing, and Ariana gives that strained, okay, please stop smile. People are convinced they're dating. Others think they're trauma bonded. Some think it's a PR act. Everyone agrees, though, it's kind of weird. Oh, and not to mention the crying and the constant crying. They've admitted they cried over 100 times during a single day of press. Even Paul Mescal, during an interview, said, and I quote, "You two are obviously in love with each other." Ariana's response? Insufferable. Rare W for self-awareness. Yeah, that's a rare one. And we got to talk about the Singapore incident. Yeah. This part, yeah, it's not funny. It's genuinely scary. At the Singapore premiere, a man with a history of rushing celebrities jumped the barricade and grabbed Ariana Grande. Ariana was clearly terrified. She has real trauma from past attacks. Security froze. And Cynthia Erivo went full Mama Bear Terminator, marching toward the guy shouting, "Let go of her." Michelle Yeoh joined in. It was a real moment of bravery. The guy got 9 days in jail, which seems really insufficient, but it added gasoline to the internet firestorm. See? They're so close, they must be dating. Or they're just two people who experienced something terrifying. Still weird, but understandable weird. Then, well, because this press tour wasn't strange enough, British GQ put Cynthia on the cover of Men of the Year. Not Person of the Year, not Performer of the Year, Men of the Year. Cynthia Erivo, Men of the Year. This press tour did not need more chaos, but GQ delivered anyway. The internet reaction? Slay Queen. Wait, what? Is this satire? Did she turn into a man? Is this real or AI? Cynthia's response? Well, everything I do becomes controversial because of who I am. I mean, showing up as Jesus Christ one year and Man of the Year the next does tend to draw some attention. So we have to ask the million-dollar question. Well, two questions, actually. What's really going on here? And did Universal shut down the press tour? Actually, there's a third question in here. Or are Ariana and Cynthia just like this? The answer? Well, it's pretty simple. They're just like this. Cynthia losing her voice was legit. Ariana refusing to talk without her? That's not PR strategy. That's emotional attachment with Broadway glitter glue. And again, this is what people refuse to accept. The first round of cringe helped the movie. $750+ million. Biggest Broadway adaptation ever. Their fan base, they ate it up. Universal isn't stopping this. If anything, they're thanking the algorithm gods for the free publicity. This isn't studio panic. This is simply two extremely dramatic theater kids doing theater kid things on the world stage. Now I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Universal shut down the press tour? Or are Ariana and Cynthia just naturally this weird and codependent? And the real question, if your coworker calls in sick, are you skipping work in solidarity? I mean, just a hint, it might be worth trying, so let me know how it goes down in the comments. Hit like if this press tour is absolutely insane. Subscribe for more Hollywood breakdowns without the corporate sugarcoating. And ring that notification bell so you don't miss tomorrow's box office madness. At the end of the day, though, Wicked for Good, like I said earlier, it's going to be massive. The fan base is locked in, the box office is guaranteed, and Universal will be swimming in emerald green profits. But this press tour? From aura readings to helicopter meltdowns to solidarity silence to GQ's Man of the Year? This has been one of the most unintentionally hilarious PR sagas in Hollywood history. And if you need me, I'll be over here holding space for everyone who watched this unfold. I'm the Critical Nerd, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.